just make sure that you're totally comfortable. If you need a cushion behind your head, feel free to grab one. And just slowing your breath right down. As you breathe in, let your tummy raise, your ribs, your collarbone. And then as you breathe out, just soften, let it all sink back towards your spine. With each out breath, just let your body relax. Just take 3 more slow, deep breaths. One more breath. And then just let your breath return to a normal rhythm. And draw your right knee into your chest. Notice where you feel the stretch. One more breath there. And releasing your right leg back to the floor and bringing your left knee into your chest. Notice the difference. Might feel a little bit tighter, or maybe a little bit more stretchy on this side. releasing that leg, extend it long. Bring your arms up above your head, just stretching from your fingertips to your toes. Take your right foot out to the right side of your mat and then cross the left ankle over the top, just getting that side stretch. Then take your right arm to the top corner of your mat and bring the left hand across. You can take hold of the wrist or wherever you can reach. Just one more breath there. And then coming back to the center, reaching long through the fingertips, through the toes. And take your left foot to the edge of the mat. Cross the right ankle over the left. Left hand to the corner of the mat, and then reaching across with the right. One more breath. And coming back to the center, and again, one more stretch, reaching through your fingertips, through your toes. And then bringing both knees into your chest. Just bring your hands onto your shins and take a gentle rock from side to side, just releasing through your spine. To rest in the center, bring your right foot to the floor with the knee bent and extend the left leg up towards the ceiling. Grab behind wherever you can and just gently draw it back towards you. So you might be holding on behind the thigh or gently behind the knee. Maybe you're holding onto your calf. Feels okay for your lower back, you can lengthen your right leg. Breathe into the stretch, letting go of any tension that you feel with your out breath. Maybe you can draw that leg a little further into the stretch. Just try to make your breath really smooth. Two more slow breaths. And bending your left knee into your chest. Bring the foot to the floor. Draw your right knee into your chest. And then extending that leg up towards the ceiling. Grab behind the leg wherever you can. And just drawing it back towards you. Notice the difference on this side. And again, if it feels okay for your lower back, you can lengthen the other leg along the floor. Just deepen your breath. Maybe you can draw that leg a little further. Two more full deep breaths. that right knee. Bring the knee to the chest. And bring the foot to the floor and extend your right leg, coming into our rebound pose. It's just laying flat on your back. Just notice what's going on in your body through the backs of your legs, the backs of your knees. One more breath. And bringing both knees into your chest again, just a gentle rock from side to side. However it's easiest for you, bring yourself up to sitting. It's just extending both legs about hip width apart. Pull your butt back so that you're sitting right on top of your sit bones. If you need to, you can roll up a blanket or your mat or a towel or use a cushion to sit on, just so that you can keep a nice tall spine. If this is not comfortable for the back of your knees, just pop them up just a little bit off the floor so you can still fold forward without that pulling in the back of your knees. You shouldn't have any pain in yin. There'll be a slight discomfort in some stretches, but it shouldn't be painful. Take a big breath in and raise your arms. As you exhale, just folding forward. And just let your hands land, maybe on your legs, maybe on the mat, maybe on your feet, wherever they reach. Feel the stretch through the back of your body. So it might be in your lower back, it might be in your upper back, through the backs of your legs. Try and relax your face. If you need a little bit more support, you can put a couple of blocks and a cushion across your legs and just rest your forehead down. Just do what works for you. You want to make this as easy as possible. Try relaxing your shoulders. more slow breaths. And slowly coming back to sitting. Bend your knees, bring your feet to the edges of your mat and just support yourself on your hands, gently just windscreen wiping your legs. And the next time you come over to the right, bring your knees all the way down. Just notice where you feel that stretch. Just one more breath there. And back up to the center and over to the left. Noticing the difference again. Maybe you can get all the way to the floor on one side and not the other. That's common. Maybe you can't get to the floor on either side. That's okay too. Just one more breath. And coming back up to the center. Extend your right leg. Step your left foot across that leg. Wrap your right arm around. Bring your left hand into the floor. So you want to lengthen up tall like this string coming out of the top of your head, and then revolve to turn to look back behind you. And make sure both sit bones stay on the floor. So sometimes we tend to kind of lift up. Try and make sure that you're even on both sit bones. Notice where you feel that stretch. Might be in the outside of your left hip. Two more slow breaths. And releasing back to the center. Uncross your bent legs, straighten it out. Draw your right foot in, step it across. Left arm wraps around. Press into your right hand, lift up tall, and then revolve through your spine. Making sure both sit bones are on the floor. Two more slow breaths. Releasing back to the center. Uncross your right leg and bring yourself back into the rebound pose, so lay flat on your back. Just resting and noticing the flow of the energy through your body. The releasing of your spine. Just one more breath there. We're going to do a bit of hip opening, so we're going to come into happy baby pose. Bring your knees towards your chest and take the soles of your feet so that they're facing the ceiling. Then you can take hold of your ankles, or if you can reach the outside or inside edges of your feet, and try and bring your knees down towards your armpits so they're coming quite wide. Just noticing the stretch through your inner hips. Try and relax your neck. You're not forcing the stretch, it's just your hands gently pulling down. Using your breath to soften, release where you feel the tension. And again, there's no pain. A little bit of discomfort, a strong stretch, but no pain. If it's painful, then just come out of the pose. breaths. Releasing your feet or ankles, bring your knees into your chest. Take your hands onto your knees and just do slow circles, just in one direction. Just feeling that massage through the lower back. Really slowly. When you get back to your chest, turn the other direction. Rotation. When your knees are close to your chest again, just roll yourself backwards and forwards along your spine, all the way up to sitting. Take your feet as wide apart as you can. Make sure you're on your sit bones again, or again sit on a cushion, a block, roll up your blanket. And try and have your toes either pointing straight up or backwards behind you rather than towards each other. You want a nice tall spine again, so breathe in and lift. Exhale, just start to slowly walk your hands forward. So again, you'll feel this in your inner hips, inner thighs. If this is not comfortable with your knees straight, pop them up a little bit off the floor. And then try to stretch again. So you should get a nice stretch through your hamstrings and lower back, but there should be no pain in the back of your knees. As you breathe into the stretch, maybe you can walk your hands a little further forward. Maybe you can bend your elbows a little and bring them to the floor. No strain. Just do what feels right for your body. On the edge of the pose, and just hold the stillness. And breathe. Two more breaths. Walking your hands back. Slide your knees back so that your feet are on the edges of your mat. And again, just a couple of slow windscreen wipers loosening up through your hips. to the center. We're going to come over onto all fours. So you want to line your wrists up so that they're directly underneath your shoulders and your knees are directly underneath your hips. Just want to mobilize the spine with a couple of cat-cows. So start with an in-breath. As you exhale, lift the middle of your back up towards the ceiling. Tuck your chin in and tuck your tailbone under. Then as you breathe in, drop your belly towards the floor and take your eyes and your tailbone up towards the ceiling. So slow and controlled, breathing out, lifting up like a cat. And breathing in, tummy drops down, eyes and tailbone up. Let's do 3 more each way with your breath. So breathing out to lift. And breathing in to come back through the center. 2 more. Last one. And then coming back to a neutral spine. So if you have any knee issues, please make sure you've got a little bit of padding underneath your knees for this. This is not actually yin, this is more Pilates, but we're going to work on strength. So raise your right arm towards me and your left arm back. Now draw your belly button up towards your spine and try and square your hips. So sometimes when we lift the leg, we open the hip up. You want to square your pelvis so that it's facing the floor. Spread the fingers on your hand that's on the floor. Keep the belly button pulled up towards your spine. Squeeze your pelvic floor muscles. Bring your weight forward. Now using all your core muscles, stay steady and see if you can lift the foot that's on the floor off. You can wobble, you can tap down, it's okay. If you're going to face plant, put both hands down. Find that strength. Don't forget to breathe. 1 more breath. And release down. How'd you go? Is that the good side? Let's see, we'll try the other side now. So left arm, right leg, square your hips, pull your belly button upwards towards your spine. Find your steadiness. Find a focal point, that drishti. Make sure your fingers are spread on that bottom hand. Bring your weight forward. And then see if you can lift the foot off the floor. Well done, everyone. This is your good side, clearly. Keep breathing. Keep your belly button drawing upwards. 1 more breath. And release down. Well done. Bring your big toes together. Take your knees to the edges of your mat. Bring your butt back to your heels. If you need to have a cushion, blocks, bolsters between your thighs and your calves, please do that. Otherwise, walk your hands forward. Try and bring your chin or your forehead to the floor or a cushion, or you can even stack your arms and just rest your head down. Relax your shoulders. Just allow your tummy to be soft here. walking your hands back towards your knees. Bring your knees hip width apart again. We're going to come into frog pose, so this will be another hip stretch. So what you need to do is, if you need extra padding, put a blanket across your mat, but you're going to take your legs as wide as you can with the knees to the floor. You want your heels to line up behind your knees, and if you can get the inside edges of your feet to the floor, do so. Otherwise, it's okay to be up on your toes. Then come down onto your forearms. This is a strong pose. If this feels like it's a little bit too much, walk your forearms forward and just bring your body weight forward a little bit. It'll take some of the intensity out of it. If you want it to be stronger, walk your arms back and push your butt towards the back wall. So that'll just increase the stretch. And just breathe. Now I'm going to add on, but this is optional. So if you want a stronger stretch, push your knees towards the floor where you are so you can feel the tension on your inner thighs, and just hold that tension there. Hold it. So it's like you're trying to bring your legs together, pushing down into the floor with your knees. Now release that tension and see if you can just slide your knees maybe just a little bit wider. Maybe not. This pose is best done with a smile. Makes it feel better. If you want to try again, push down with your knees like you're trying to slide your thighs towards each other. Hold the tension through the inner thighs there, but not your breath. And then again, release the tension. Maybe you can take the knees a little bit wider. Deep breaths. Come on, you can do it. Then come back up onto your hands. Bring your weight forward. Slide your toes together and then walk your knees in together and come down onto your tummy. Coming into another rest pose. You can either have your hands beside you and just bring one side of your face to the floor, or you can stack your hands with the palms facing down and rest your forehead on the floor, whatever's more comfortable for your neck. Just notice what's going on through the inner hips and thighs. If your head is turned to one side, just turn it to the other side. Just one more breath. And then sliding your elbows underneath your shoulders, forearms to the floor. press down to lift up through the chest. Try and slide your shoulders away from your ears so you don't want to be hunched up. Try and really lift. Try and relax your legs, but have a little squeeze to your butt and pelvic floor. That's just going to protect your lower back. You can stay here in Sphinx pose if that's enough for your lower back. Listen to your body, but if you want a little more, you can come up into seal. So push through your palms, just lift the elbows to start with, to see how that feels, moving slowly. Then if you feel that you can straighten the arms, but if it's too much, come back down onto your forearms. And breathe. Slow and smooth. Two more breaths. If you've come all the way up, just slowly lower your forearms back down. Stack your hands one on top of the other with the palms down and rest your forehead down onto the tops of your hands. Just feel the spine, feel the energy, soften your shoulders. Just one more breath. And pressing yourself back up, we're going to come to laying down on our backs again. So however it's easiest for you to get there, lay down on your back. Knees come into your chest, just a gentle rock from side to side. And take your arms out wide at shoulder height and bring your knees over to the right. If you need to, you can stack up some cushions or have a block or bolster underneath your knees. You want to try and make sure both shoulders are on the floor. And there's no tension in your neck. So you can be looking straight up to the ceiling or maybe towards your left hand. 2 more breaths. Gently draw your tummy towards your spine. Bring your knees up through the middle. Take them over to the left. Move any props if you need to so that your knees are resting either on the floor, a block, cushion, bolster, and both shoulders are flat to the floor. Check in with your neck, make sure it's relaxed. Two more breaths. Drawing your belly button towards your spine, bring your knees up to the center. Extend your legs long along your mat. You can keep your arms out wide if you like, or just bring them down beside your body. Just moving into Shavasana. So get any props you need, blankets, layers, pillows, whatever you need to be comfortable. Just allow the whole weight of your body to rest on the floor. Taking a slow, deep breath in, let it go with a sigh. Relaxing through your toes and the soles of your feet. Through your ankles. Softening your calf muscles and your shins. Releasing around your knees. Soften the muscles of your thighs. Notice the heaviness of your legs. Breathe in again, and as you exhale, soften your glutes, your hips. Feel your pelvis to sink closer to the floor.
Relax your tummy. The whole length of your spine, through your lower back, mid-back, up through your ribs, through your neck to the base of your skull. Just feeling the earth supporting your body. Relax your shoulders. And down through your arms. Softening your elbows. Your forearms. Your wrists. Palms of your hands. All of your fingers and thumbs. Feel the heaviness of your head. Let go of any tension out of your jaw. Soften your lips, your tongue, a slight gap between the top and bottom teeth. Relaxing your nose, your cheeks. Softening the muscles that surround your eyes. Your eyebrows, your third eye, and your forehead. In the stillness, just notice your breath. Noticing where your breath enters your body at the tip of your nose. feel. Noticing any sensations in your body. Very gently begin to move your toes, and then your fingers. If it feels good, reach your arms above your head, having a full body stretch. Just do what feels right for you. Gently bringing your knees towards your chest.